It's the Tech Show, provided by your host, me, Logan Hayworth. Well, as you can see, it's the first episode of the Tech Show, and today we're going to be talking about how computers work, what's inside them, and how you can upgrade them, and all that stuff. So let's get started. So over here is the inside of a computer. So I'm going to explain to you all about it. So this whole thing right here is the motherboard. Underneath this fan is the CPU, or otherwise known as the central processing unit. Right there you got the hard drive. You have RAM sticks right there. That's the short-term memory that holds everything you're doing at that moment. The hard drive holds all the long-term information. This is the graphics card. They're very prevalent when you want to do gaming and stuff like that. Called a GPU in short for graphics processing unit as another name for it. Here you got the DVD drive, which as you can see would actually allow you to connect through there. And after that you've got the connectors that connect the CPU, and it also connects the power unit where it connects all the things to the motherboard. And then you have all the power delivery circuitry and all that stuff. And that's basically the basics. What I have here is some of the main parts that are in a computer. So I'm going to show you today. So over here you got the power supply unit. This is this is your motherboard cable, as you can see. And this is your SATA cables, the things that actually allow you to basically these SATA cables allow you to just get power to the other parts. This is your CPU pin thing, which allows you to get power to the CPU. Right here is your graphics card, which is mostly for gaming, and it basically delivers the output you need. Here's your CPU. This is an AMD Ryzen 7. Here's the motherboard, and here's the RAM stick. So you may be wondering, how long have computers been around? Well, they've been around since the late 70s in personal computer form. But something I want to mention is tiers of computers. You have the basic computers, which basically are at the lower end of the market between $150 to $300. Then you have the mid-tier computers, like advanced multitasking, and also doing things like basically just mid-tier stuff, like like video editing for work and stuff like that. Those are between $400 to $600. If you want a good workstation or something, a lower end workstation, that'll be between $700 to $1,000. If you want something that's better, it'll be above that. For example, the cheapest MacBook that you can buy brand new from Apple is $999. It is a mid-range computer that's meant for a lot of things, but it's also very versatile. As for the MacBook Pro, which I actually have one right, hold on a second. I actually have one right here. This is my 2023 M3 MacBook Pro. And as you can see, it looks nice. It looks really nice. As you can see, I have the ports right here. HDMI, SD card, USB-C, and everything. It's a cool computer. Has MacBook Pro right there. Has the Apple logo. This computer was about $1,600, but it is a good computer for video editing and stuff like that. But I mostly, for example, this studio uses Windows computers because of the fact that they are a lot more upgradable, because Apple literally solders everything to the inside of the computer, which really sucks. because of the fact that you should be able to upgrade your own stuff that you pay for. But of course, Apple doesn't care because they are very profitable. No, you wonder how they're a $1 trillion company? Because they make you buy stuff you already paid for once it breaks instead of letting you fix it yourself. So yeah, basically that is that. The next point I wanted to make is this. So yeah, basically, I feel that if you pay for something, you should be able to do whatever the heck you want to do with it. It's your thing, you paid for it, it's yours. It no longer belongs to the company, even if they made it. It no longer belongs to them, it's no longer their property. They should not be able to control it, but Apple does that. Which is why this studio uses Windows for the most part. So yeah, basically, that's the first thing. Secondly, I feel like that I should be able to, since I fix computers, I build them, I know how they work, I know exactly what parts go with them, I am very talented when it comes to that. I have 10 plus years experience. I feel that companies should be able to do that and allow you to do whatever you want with your stuff. I mean, I'm fine with building stuff myself and not giving these companies any money. I'm fine with that. But a lot of people don't know how to build their own stuff. So that's where the issues happen. Third of all, I feel that companies, there should be laws in place to protect consumers from things like lying about specs, lying about, not saying a lot of companies do it, but they're lying about performance gains, lying or maybe being even misleading, even if they're misleading customers by the tiniest bit. If they do it knowingly, they should be held accountable, because it's not fair to you as the consumer, and it's not fair to anybody but their money and their pockets and their profits. That's the only way I can put it. It's the Tech Show, provided by your host, me, Logan Hayes.